had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10, 10, 10.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver.
We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Brought down, but just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's up 2nd and 9.
Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tackle made.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they stick with Singletary, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. And that'll set them back 5. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
But 1st down, Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Past the 20. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles 3, Bears 0.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Hauled in over the middle by Reagor. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Bears 0. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
third down, a run with Cohen. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is Cohen. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Bears 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. Has given me the evil eye, folks. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Cohen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kendrick Bourne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 27-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking for Rager again. This time he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Philadelphia.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And an Eagle first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. First throw now for the backup Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and affords the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robbins. It got his man complete. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And goal.
They'll run forward to Tariq Cohen. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Bears 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Eagles.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Second down. Here's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. Hurts will throw, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely loved it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And some room to work. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Pass midfield, look out. Deontay Harris. And he'll bring it back all the way.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake.
25 yards.
You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Eagles 41, Bears 21. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Fletcher Cox.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for him. Offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
7-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
On the option, it'll be Hurts. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Jay Harris, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Kendrick Bourne.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30.
To Today's final score, Eagles.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me.
Dig seed, boy. I'm up in that piece. You have to dig. That's what I'm talking about. Time the Bucks might get their whooped. And after this season right here, I'm out of here. 5,000 J.